come closer. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you a secret banks don't want you to know ever. They are making a killing on you. So come. Having savings is a colossal waste of time.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
You have a savings account. You have 100K in there, and you're beating your chest. You're like, yes, I have 6 figures, and all that. Sitting in a bank in a savings account, total waste of time. But the banks don't want you to know this, because guess what? By able to get a high yield savings account, or if you're in some other jurisdiction with a higher interest rate environment, okay, maybe you may get double digits, 10% to 12%. But let's just stick with here in the US, where you get maybe a high yield savings account, 5%. So you beat your chest, you're like, yes, my 100K, is earning me 5% and all that. Guess what? The bank will take that your 100K that you have sitting in the account, right? They will go and lend it out, and they'll go and invest it. They will generate a lot of returns, maybe north of 100%, sometimes even 200%, and then they come back and then they pay you your 5%.
Just like that, without informing me.
So in a whole year, your 100K sitting in that account, you beat your chest, you're like, yes, I have earned $5,000. In a whole year, 5% on the 100K. But guess what? You have not even really earned the 5%, right? The $5,000, because inflation will take 3%. Do you understand? So in this interest rate environment, or this inflationary environment where inflation is getting up to 3, 3.5%, 4%, let's call it 4%. So the 5% you have earned, $5,000, right? It's not really $5,000, because inflation, year over year, right? The value of that your 100K has eroded. It is now worth less. So what you would have been able to buy with $100,000 last year, this time last year, guess what? You're not able to afford it this time. You have to cough out more money to buy the exact same thing. So your money has eroded, and that's what we call inflation. You have earned 5%, but guess what? Inflation has eaten 4%. So net, you have earned 1% on your 100K, and the value of that 100K has eroded. Having a savings account, you're only making the banks richer, okay? I'm not saying don't have savings. The most you should have in savings is your emergency funds. And some people will say it's anywhere between 3 to 6 months living expenses. So your monthly expenses, you calculate what that is, times 6, that is what you should have in your savings account. So if your monthly expenses is $5,000, right? For everything, rent, feeding, your car note, school fee, just whatever it is, right? School supplies, and all of that. $5,000 a month times 6, that's $30,000. That is what you should have in your savings account. Just $30,000. Anything over and beyond that, you should be investing it. Invest in the stock market, invest in real estate, activities or transactions, invest in startups, go start a side business, invest in yourself, invest in the business. There's so many other things you can use this money you can invest in that will generate significant returns beyond the 5%. Let us talk about the stock market. When you invest in the stock market, and someone well, but I don't know what stocks to invest in, that's fine. This is why you join some stock alerts groups, and I will talk about one in a few weeks. There's this fantastic one that I have gotten wind of. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be talking about it. But join groups like that, right? Start to get tips, jump on YouTube, learn how to invest in the stock market. As a beginner, there's so many beginner courses on YouTube, right? Okay, so what do I do? Same thing with real estate investment. Fine, you may not have this bulk money to go out there and buy properties. Maybe gather, 2 or 3 trusted friends, pool money together, go buy a property, renovate it, sell it, or buy a property, renovate it, put a tenant in it. Now you're cash flowing, right? And plus you're building equity. And over time, you will generate, I can guarantee you will generate beyond and above the 5% that the bank is going to pay in your savings account. So my friends, the banks do not want you to know that having excess money in your savings account is a colossal waste of time, and you have only devalued your net worth in the process. So let's collect some sense, or let's be wise, okay? By the way, I'm the Yobosa. I help tame your mind, your body, and your money. It is money today, okay? Let us collect some sense and be wise. Enough is enough. Let's tell the banks, enough is enough. I'm only going to keep the barest minimum in there to cover my emergency funds. Any excess, I'm going to be investing. I want to be like you to be earning, triple digit returns, okay? We can do it.